Let's go.
Live with the Wolfhard Bros!
Let's go.
Let's go. Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's
Speed the Genius.
Let's go. Come on.
I love that. I love that. And, of course, it's no F. But F did leave a surprise for us. All right, let me break this down, man. The guy that's coming in here, the living legend, the GOAT himself. People smiling in my face like I don't know. I can't see the doubt in their eyes. Still I'm waiting in the crib with the kids shouting surprise. I love that line, by the way. I love it. There's so many more. But my guy, our brother, the special co-host here tonight from Jersey, you already know who he is. Ransom, baby. Round of applause.
Let's go.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Brother Rand. Thank you for co-hosting
sir.
us, man. It feels full now. It feels like you're ready to go here. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. I'm filling in. I got some big shoes to fill, but you know,
Listen, we set to go. Now, listen, we're going to go around the room, man. Of course, we're going to ask how everybody's week is, and I think we got to start with the guest of honor. Rand, How was your week, brother? What's going on? Tell the people, please.
it was a pretty tumultuous week. It was heavy, man. I had my daughter's graduation.
Congrats, man.
Yeah,
Congrats,
she's graduating college. I also was celebrating not having to pay anymore.
Yes. That's the biggest celebration. Cheers to that.
That's a big one, brother.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Yeah. I'm still celebrating. Yep.
Yes.
Good for you. Congratulations, man. That's a huge accomplishment right there, man. So I'm sure the celebrations are still coming in, especially you gotta extend it through the weekend. You know what I'm saying? But big dog, man.
This might last throughout the year.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you already know. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Oh,
big dog, how was your week, man?
Hey, man, it's a normal week. We had a little, a couple of Cinco de Mayo celebrations, just a couple of Coronas, some vodka, the good stuff. But now, we're back at it, baby. We're back at it. What about you, E? How about you?
Listen, man, the week was amazing. We got a special guest, man. So this is great. We got the co-host here in the building. But guys, my week is my week. I'm gearing up for my own daughter's graduation.
Let's go.
Graduating high school. I'm scared, man. This world is scary. I'm scared. But listen, I got Brother Rand. He talks me off a ledge here. Got Mr. Glass Half Full. But guys, of course,
I'm only pre-K. I got a pre-K graduate, so I'm way behind you.
Oh my God, bro, it goes quick. Even you'll cry. You'll cry looking at that too.
I know, man. I know.
But of course, man,
slow things down. Just slow it down.
So I keep hearing.
As much as I'm like, slow it down, they just want like that. And I tell them all the time, Rand, I go, yo, go hug your babies. Kiss them as long as you can because they're going to be gone before you know it. They're going to be living on their own and it's just going to be crazy. So please.
You're only the cool dad for like a half a second, man. And
right. I got to milk that shit.
The chopped liver like in a week, it's just like out of there.
I was looking at my daughter doing like a shimmy dance, like playing like she was little. She's like, Dad, what the hell you doing? I was like, I just thought it was cool. It's not. It's not. But of course, man, shout out to the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. And don't forget, guys, we on Spotify, iTunes. You can stream the show from there. And man, let's get right into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I feel like sometimes you guys need to be reintroduced to our guy Ransom here. So before we ask him of all the Giant stuff, because he is a New York sports fan. He's a sports fan, period. Let's make this clear. But we got to ask him a few things. Speed, I want you to kick it off, baby. Kick it off. Ask Ransom.
Red, we love your new album you got out with David East. I just want to talk about it a little bit more. So how did you first link up with David, and how did you guys decide you guys going to make this album together? Have you guys been friends? Tell us the backstory there.
Real quick. Yeah. We had met. The first time we met, I think it was a Ari Melber. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Ari Melber party. We exchanged pleasantries. Hey, what's up?
Yep.
You know how that shit goes. And and then after that, we just kept in contact. And I don't know, it kind of organically happened. That's the funny part. Like that stuff usually never happens like that organically, but it happened like that. And one song happened, the next song happened, and then it was kind of like a snowball effect. And man.
Yeah, I always wondered how that, like, it always fascinates me how, you pick your collaborations and how you just pick a guy you're gonna do a whole album with. Was that your plan that you were gonna do a whole album, or you just started making a couple songs and it just turned into?
You know what? I let the universe. I let the universe speak to me, man. I never question the universe, and it always has been leading me down the right path, especially of late. So I just listen, man. I listen. I figure most people don't listen, and they don't follow the path. They just go right or left. So I just follow the path, man. And the universe brought me to the final call, and that's where we was at.
That's where it's at, man. And I think a lot of people want to know, because I think it's definitely album of the year worthy. You know what I mean? But a lot of people want to know, what's Rand's favorite track off the final call?
That's a good question. There's so many. You know what? I'm the creator of a lot of this stuff, so it's hard for me. Usually,
all your babies.
Yeah, and then it's like either it's the first track you do or the last track you do. It's the last impression, kind of like in sports or boxing. You're only as good as your last fight, so it's you're only as good as your last game, right? So your last performance on the album is usually your favorite. So it's like, I would guess that would be might have been I think it was Farewells, I believe, or Audubon Ballroom, I believe. That might have been that.
Audubon.
So yeah, I would believe that's my favorite track. So it's always your lasting impression track. So that'd be Audubon Ballroom. Yep.
I know he got me on Audubon Ballroom, man. I just wanted, like, when I heard it, how do you get inspired by these songs? So you just like you walk across, like you read a book, and then it just happens, or how did that inspire you, that particular song, to write that now?
You know what? It's usually the when I hear the beat, and I'm like, what is it? I sit with it for a second, and I hate to come from the old generic, just generic topics and conversations on with rap. So I like to come from a different angle. So I like to let the beat speak to me, and I just sat there and I was like, what is this? What should I do here? And I just let it flow out, and that's how that should be happening, man. Sometimes I question it, and I'll question if it's still there. Yeah, it just happens, man, organically.
And I tell you this, man, this track right here, let me set the scene up. I remember we were doing training camp, or was it the first game? Actually, it was the first game of the season. It was the Minnesota Vikings. It was a couple years back or something like that. And I remember putting on the track with Conway the Machine. You guys made an album together as well. And it's the last track on there is The Furious. And I'm like, what is this? I think I almost crashed listening to that thing a few times, because I was like, what is going on here? That's how much I wanted to pay attention to that track. Just really quick, people don't know, give you a little bit of the backstory. It's him having an interview with the devil himself, and I think it was very well put together. Just give me your thought process on why the heck you want to have a conversation with the devil, and just give me what were you thinking, or what zone you were in actually making that track there.
Well, that one was actually inspired by a book. So I had actually just finished Outwitting the Devil. If you haven't read it, you got to read that book. It's a guy having a conversation with the devil, and this is the book was written in 1939, and it's really prevalent to what's going on today, and it's kind of like prophetic, and it just hit me, man, and I was like, I gotta write a song about this shit, man, like from his perspective, and I read the book, and then I did the audio book, and the audio book was like him changing his voice as the devil. Oh yeah. That's the audio book. So I was like, oh my, it was captivating. It was captivating. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you got to get this book. audio book was actually better than the actual book because of the you close your eyes and kind of see the imagery. So that's where I got the idea for that track. Yep.
Absolutely. Listen, I can't even watch that video. I'm like, golly, this is send chills down your spine watching this thing, man. But insane, man. Great work as usual. Speed, you got anything else, brother? Please.
Yeah. So the people want to know, Rand. Tell us why. Why do you not tour? Why do you not give us some of you live? There's got to be a reason. Now tell us what's about the madness there. Yeah,
there's a couple. This is a couple reasons, but I'll give you the main ones. Touring is a lot of work, right? Hard, especially if I'm gonna do it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of preparation, a lot of time. I am an older statesman in this game. When I was younger and my knees was, up and at 'em, nobody was calling for these things. Now I'm a little long in the tooth. And it's like, so and I really want to set it up to where I'm in control of the venues and the situations and all that stuff and the money. Like I want because it is a lot of time and there's a lot of preparation, and there's a lot of work, especially for older artists. So I would like to make it beneficial when I do it. I'm not the kind of guy that is just a promoter could call me on the phone and, hey man, we got 2,000 for you. Come rock this smoky lounge. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I'm just waiting for the right time, for a ransom tour. For where I can control the venues and control and reach out to my fans personally. Email by email, right? So I do have a plan. Yeah, I do have a plan. It's a plan.
Yeah, love to hear that.
Is it something that's is it close? Is it in sight for you at this point?
Yeah. What we doing? We're collecting data. That's what
okay. I know what that means.
Hey, look, we're playing Moneyball over here, man.
Hell yeah.
I know what that means.
Right, call me Randy Bean, man.
Let's go.
Now, Moneyball.
I respect it. I know exactly what that means.
Now that the daughter's out of college, you got a little bit more free time. Things can come into place now.
There you go. You go. Yeah.
I see you.
Really quick, Rand, we had a conversation behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know. Yes, we do talk behind the scenes, people, but we are fathers. We're married. And just looking at the game right now in the shoes of who we are, like what we are in real life, just give me your thoughts about the rap game right now. Do you like the direction that is going in and the message that they're sending to the youth right now at this point, brother?
Well, it depends on mainstream. That's been terrible. That's been terrible for some time. But other than mainstream, if you are a consumer of hip hop music, you can find the good hip hop music if you search out for it. So, so it's hard to answer that question. And if I do, it'll be a little, a little, tampered with the question because the answer because. Like I said, you could find the good hip hop music. You can find what you're searching for if you do search. But as far as mainstream, it sucks. I don't like the messaging. I feel like it's very subliminal, or not even subliminal. It's straightforward nowadays. There's
nothing else to it.
Right, there's nothing else to it. It's just what it is. And I don't like where it's heading. But that's mainstream, man. Like I said, if the fans want the good stuff, you got to search out for the good stuff.
Yeah,
I agree, man. And it's crazy that we got to do this, man. But here we are, Speed. I know we got a couple things we got to get to before we get to the next round.
Yeah.
Holy shit, a super chat.
We got a couple super chats out here from some good fans that we got. Let's go to our weekly Precious. Precious, she's the best. We love her. She sends a Precious for the hell of it. She just keeps the lights on, like we always say. We love Precious.
You love
Precious.
Let's go.
She's the best. And our formal revivalist of the month, Greg. We appreciate you. I've always been a words guy. Yeah, he's the best. Ghostwriting for family and friends and etc. Just wanted to say I respect the lyrical skills displayed throughout your career, Ed. So you got a fan out here, Greg. Greg, the best, man.
G Money, GC. I see you.
Hell yeah.
I see you, my boy.
Let's go.
We always love. I don't know if you can read his little picture. It's be brave enough to suck at something new. It's honestly a very inspiring picture from Greg. And the second we saw, we're like, we know we love this guy. We know this.
That is very true. That is very true.
Now a lot of people ask hip hop artists this question. Shout out to Chris Peace. I'm gonna just bring this up here. Top 5 favorite artists. Wow, they always ask artists like these questions, right? It's like
top 5 favorite artists all time, I guess.
I guess so.
Yes,
so. I would say 3 because 5 gets a little dicey.
Yeah,
it does get a little dicey, but yeah. So it's the normal, man. It's I hate to say it, things haven't changed much. So it's
Nas,
right.
Nas, Biggie, and Jay-Z. Like it's like Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac. Like these things really don't change, especially for older artists and shit. So yeah, same. When you go to 4 to 5, you got a Cool G rapping. I could put a Cool G rap in there. One of my, Jada Kiss and stuff like that. But yeah, you've heard these answers before a million times.
Yeah, you're right though. That's the sad thing. Like it's been that top 5 for the last 2 decades plus.
It's an age thing too.
It's the era too. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will put Kendrick and Drake now.
Right.
You just like, whoa. You know what I mean? That goes up.
You gotta respect it because that's what they know. So
exactly. And that's interesting debate, man. And we could go through a whole battle realm. You know what? We'll actually, because I actually shout out to Meth. I actually asked Meth this one day, and I was like, "Yo, man, what do you think?" And it was the height of it. What do you think of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle? He was like, terrible for business. And I was like, you're right, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask you that question. So I'm going to ask Rand the same question live on air. Brother, what do you think of that battle, particular one there? And who do you have as a clear winner if you want to answer that, brother? It's nothing crazy.
Who do I have? No, I don't. I don't care.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Clear winner. I would say that the perceived clear winner is Kendrick Lamar. But it's just a deeper conversation, man, because there's reasons why I believe there's reasons why Drake's just the kind of guy you don't want to root for. Like so, I mean, there's different aspects to it. So, not that I don't think that Kendrick just washed the floor with him lyrically. I don't think that. I don't think he washed the floor with him. I just think that people. He just got him at the right time. Like I said, Drake is hard to root for, especially when you win so long, you become the villain, right? Sound like the Patriots, kind of like the Patriots, and the Celtics and shit like that. Like you win so long, people like, man, forget this dude. Man. Yeah, and then when you do certain things in the public eye and that people don't agree with, they root against you. So the underdog, usually people root for the underdog, man. And Kendrick played the underdog role very well in this battle, and I know I see the tactics. I see what he did. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So, guys, really quick, let's get into round 2. I can ask. We're gonna have to talk.
We can go on forever on this.
I got too many questions. We're gonna talk off air. But Ransom, man, let's hear your thoughts, brother. Let's hear your thoughts. Of course, the Giants had the draft there. We went to the draft. We've seen it personally. We gave the positive vibes and brought back Abdul Carter for you. We brought back Jackson Dart for y'all. We brought back a lot of players for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear Ransom's thought on the New York Giants and their draft, man. Give it a grade if you can, brother.
Oh, look. I by far think this was Shane's best draft. I mean, of course, we do have to see it. We have to see it on the field. So let's just say the best draft on paper, by far, too.
I think you're right.
Yeah, by far. On paper, by far.
Yes.
I totally agree. And listen, and I'll tell you this, right? Because you're absolutely right. By far, this is the one. And we can go back to the last couple years that he's been here. You're like, man, where's those guys at now? You know what I mean? The Kayvon Thibodeaux of the world, the Evan Neals. We understand how that draft played out, but
we thought it was a good draft at first.
We thought so. On paper, we was, and I think we gave it a B. We didn't. This is the first draft class this year. We was like, yo, this is an A because he filled the need. The value was there.
Can I say this though? Can I ask this? If Jackson works out,
oh my gosh,
then this takes that grade to the next level, right? So
if Jackson works out, and Carter works out, like I'd say this is one of the best drafts in the last 20 plus years. Like you're going back to Gettleman and Reese and Corsi. That you get your quarterback that's gold. Worth your weight in gold, man.
You're talking about turning a franchise around in one draft, right? And if the draft works out exactly how we think it's going to work or how we wish it was going to work, I don't know what word to use, but you're talking about turning an entire franchise around in a year, like all those past mistakes, all of that's out the window because you found your franchise quarterback. If Jackson Dart is it, and you found your edge rusher that we haven't had here in a very long time, and Kayvon Thibodeau didn't turn out the way he should be at this point, but you found your edge, a dominant guy in defense, and then you found a franchise. I'm telling you right now, that turns a whole entire franchise around. And then you combine that with winning. They're gonna build a freaking statue of Joe Shane outside of freaking MetLife Stadium.
I've been hearing a little undertone with this Thibodeau talk coming from you, Eli. Man, hold on. Tell me, what is this? What is this about? What do you got with this guy? I mean, he's been okay. No,
that's the thing, Rand. He's been okay. The guy was drafted 5th overall. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? He was drafted 5th overall. So when someone's drafted that high, you expect elite level play. If Abdul Carter comes in,
what is it you're seeing? What is it you're seeing on the field? Like, what is it like? Is it effort? Is it effort? Is it because I see a couple things that I might be like,
I don't think it's the effort. I think the effort is there. I just don't think he has the power. I don't think he has the power, and his his run stop ability is very limited. If he's not rushing the quarterback, it's not. That's it. He's a one-trick pony to me. You gotta build the arsenal a little bit. To me.
What I see is I don't see any new moves added to his pass rush capabilities. I don't see any new tricks. That tells me you're not working on your game in the off season, man. Like I don't see no new.
What's he doing? Right?
Yeah, well, no wiggle. He has no wiggle. He has no, that dip. He doesn't
bend. The bend, man.
Bend. He doesn't have to bend, and so I see that. So that you're right though. The effort is there. It's just the moves. His pass rush moves is just limited.
But I'll tell you this though, he'll walk around the city like he's the next Lawrence Taylor, and it's like, dude, you had one good game in Washington. After that, you've been on a milk carton. No one knows where you at, Kayvon. In fact, you got Abdul Carter. It's a big year, but Abdul Carter, he's got to start over him, if anything, right? But I'm just saying, like Thibodeau, you drafted that high. You can't come in here with all this type of cash. You didn't do anything. You had one good game being in a Giants uniform. And then he gets upset that people that we freaking give him all this feedback, whether it's negative or not. He's upset, man. The fans are chirping too much. Dude, you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything, bro. Nice and I'm on his back. Listen, great guy. Kayvon Thibodeau's great guy. There's nothing personal. But his game has to be elevated. And Rand, you hit it. He has nothing in his arsenal. He's a one-trick pony. He's very limited.
And listen, if that's the case,
he's small.
You better have a motor that is just endless.
Right.
And while I think he's trying, I don't think he's the kind of guy that's just ferocious and is going to go nonstop all play long. And that's what you got to be if you don't have those moves. Like Aiden Hutchinson.
That's the guy I had in mind. Aiden Hutchinson is that example. Yeah,
he's relentless. He doesn't stop. And so you better have one of the two. So I feel like he's always, and this has always been KT. He's kind of the tweener, right? He's not big enough. He's not quite fast enough. He's got a little bit of everything, but he's not a master of anything. So
Jackson of all trade, master of none.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, right. Hold on.
So this lights a fire on his ass, though. So let's see.
Let's see. They got a lot of questions. Supers here for Rand, of course, man.
Holy shit! A super chat.
Let's get to it, man.
Bartlett, let's go.
Bartlett, hey, next week, Bartlett, email me. You want Revivalist of the month, man? Email me.
We got another one here, man. Neighbors here in Biggie all day. Hey, this goes back to our conversation at Top Rappers. Let's go, fellas. How about them Knicks?
We're gonna get to them.
We're gonna talk about the Knicks, but
we gonna get to them Knicks.
How about them Knicks, there, boy?
Watch, we gonna get to that, Rand. We gonna debate this one.
Are you a Knicks fan, or would you consider yourself?
I'm a basketball fan, man. Like at this point, we could talk about the game and how it's a little diluted. So I'm an old school guy.
Yes.
I'm an old school guy.
Of course.
We're with you on that.
Tonight you'll be a Knicks fan. Just tonight.
Oh yeah. I'm moving for the Knicks. I'm definitely going for
it. Let's go. What else we got?
One more here. Sees another revivalist of the month, man. This guy. If you ever did versus, Ren, where would you want that venue to be?
That catalog too long. Ain't not too many people can box in there with Ren. I'm telling you, that catalog's too long.
That's a great question. I've never even thought of that. It would have to be. I guess it would have to be Jersey. Yep. There you go.
Talking about baby.
Yo, Ram, when you do a tour, it got to be Jersey. You got to start in Jersey.
You have to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Lock down the rock. Lock down the rock.
We're gonna talk, man. I don't know. I know you're your own manager, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
I'm my own manager.
We're gonna make this. We're gonna make something happen here. All right. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's go. And one more here. Hey, Ransom, if you could create an entrance song for any Giant, who would it be? Okay. Chris K with the curveball. The best.
Wow. That's a fire question.
Yes.
So now are we talking current Giants or ex-Giants?
I think we could just say, let's open it up to everybody. Who would be your entrance?
Nope. I want to do this. Give me a pass. Give me a pass, like either Lawrence Taylor, that type of era.
Yeah,
give me the Eli era, and give me now.
LT.
Yes.
Yes. Talk your
talk. I'm a big Eli guy, man. I'm a big Eli guy. So of course Eli. He's a little awkward, so I have to,
he's goofy.
I have to slow it down for him.
Yes.
And for right now, you know what? I'll do Dexter. I'll do Sexy Dexter.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
I like that.
That was a correct answer.
Yes,
correct.
I believe so.
Good pick.
All
right, so wait, so since we're talking about it, LT in the news lately, our boy Carter gets drafted. And he reaches out to our GOAT, LT. He said, can I get that 56 off you? Now, I want to hear, you're an old school head right here. You said it before, so I can just imagine what you think here. But tell us your thoughts.
I like the balls on this kid, man. I'm not going to lie. I like that.
Fair. I like
but
that.
you can't get 5'6", man. You can't get that. But I like the balls on this kid, man. That takes some cojones to come at LT's now. He's a big grizzly. He's a big grizzly bear, man, because he could have bit your head off. Head off, but So let's be happy that went a nice way, right?
Right.
That went cordially. That was cordially.
He stayed out of it. LT stayed out of it. You didn't get down and dirty with it. He just said, "No, you're not touching it." That's
right.
it.
You know what LT said, right? Go make another number famous.
Yeah.
Go make another number famous. Don't come here. 56.
This is the issue I have, because at some point we're going to start running out of numbers here. Like we got 11, 56.
That's a good problem to have.
Franchise.
That's a good problem to have.
You're right.
That is a good problem to have.
Right, but we got to get there first, right? So I don't think take another number. There's so many other numbers you can go make. Michael Jordan didn't say I want 23. They gave him 23. He made it famous. Lawrence Taylor, same thing. 56 made it famous. You know what I mean? Kobe, 24 and 8. Like we know this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So go and make it famous. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, young man, there's nothing wrong with earning your stripes. You are the player, not the number. I think a lot of these
nothing wrong with shooting your shot too. He shot a shot.
True. I think you should be able to ask. I think you should. Yeah. And if the guy doesn't want to give it, because there was another, even Sims said, because we were talking about 11, he's like, I'd be honored if you take that number and keep it going, right? Keep the legacy going. So there's two ways to spin it, right? Some guys are like, no, you're not touching that number. That's my shit. And then the other guys are like, let it go, And for a guy like Sims wasn't the franchise, right?
Right. That's why Sims said, go get it. That's why Sims was like, go ahead and take 11 because I'm not going to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not going to see that. So go keep it alive. And that's him keeping it alive. You know what I'm saying?
There's certain guys that are revered though in a certain team's history, right? So it doesn't have to be a Hall of Famer. Like a guy like Bavaro and Sims and these guys and Joe Morris, these guys are revered by Giants fans. So even though it'll be a better look to get those numbers, it's still like, that's still Sims though, dog. Like that's
right.
That's still
I know.
Simsy,
He's got a special place in our heart.
Yeah, but I agree with you. The 11 would have been a nice gift.
Yeah, right.
That'd have been a nod. That'd have been
one more super chat, and we keep moving on. Hey, so we got a special thing going on in this Giants community. Our boy Momo, good fan of the show, good friend of the show. He doesn't want to be fan of the year, so we're making him fan of the year. We're spreading the news. We get it. We're forcing him in it. He's the biggest troll on X, so we got to pump it every day. Chris, shout out to you for pumping it.
Is that a troll back to Momo that you guys?
Yes, this is we're trolling the troll by making a fan of the year.
This is even funnier. Shout out to Momo. It's my guy, man. I love that dude.
I love it.
But Ransom, man, we're gonna put you in the hot seat. Ransom, the head coach. Obviously, you got your quarterback room of Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Tommy DeVito, and of course Jackson Dart. So if you're the head coach of the New York Giants right now, are we seeing Jackson Dart at all this year, brother? And your thoughts?
You know what? You can't call that right now. There's no way you could tell that right now. You go with, and I was kind of thrown aback by him just giving that to Russell. I was like, okay,
right off the bat.
Right off the bat, huh? That's what we're doing? So Jameis ain't got a shot, huh? Okay. Well,
yeah. I know.
Yeah, so there should be a QB competition. I don't think it should be done outside of camp. I think that what you see on the field, whoever's outperforming whoever should play the most. But I do think Jackson's learn from those guys because those guys are good veterans. They're it's safe to say they're on their not last leg, close to last leg. So they'll be more than likely to give away some information and kind of try to bring Jackson up. So he should probably sit for a little bit. He's a little raw. He's a little raw. So I think some sitting will do good for him.
I agree. Listen, and Speed, if you don't mind, brother. But I totally agree, man. I think. And again, watching all films and etc. Again, I'm not a professional at this, guys. But I had him as the third quarterback, but also have him that he's a developmental project too. Yes, he's going to be NFL ready in due time. But if we see Jackson Dart come in this year, we're in a whole world of trouble. All right, that means we have won one game. Russell Wilson looks like he turned into a pumpkin at midnight. He doesn't look at all of a shell of himself at all. Like, you know what I mean? So if we see Jackson Dart this year, we're in a whole world of trouble. Let's hope we don't. Because the longer that kid sits, it's going to be like the Jordan Love effect. It's going to be like the Aaron Rodgers effect. When they came in, and not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, guys. Relax. Hey. But I'm just saying it's given that effect where they can learn behind a veteran and still learn the process of what the league is and how to process quickly. He's not thrown into the fire. Give him time, and he's going to come in and he's going to cook, especially with Dayball being there, putting him through the ringer. I think this is going to be great. The longer he sits, the better. It's like fine wine with him. Telling you, you got to sit for the year. Please sit for the year. If we seen him too early, everybody's getting fired.
So, that's a problem. That's a problem. But I think the Giants have guarded against that, right? You got two veterans. If Russ goes down or he's struggling, you go to Winston, and you don't have to go to Dart early. Now, there's a reason why he was drafted at the back end, right? Like, there's guys like Cam Ward, there's guys like Caleb Daniels, Drake May. Those are superstar quarterbacks. You throw them right in, and you just say, "Hey, let's see what we got." But there's guys that need work, and Dart needs work with his footwork. He needs work with keeping his eyes down the field, not look at the rush, not running right away. But you saw with guys like McCarthy last year with the Vikings. You saw with the Falcons last year with Penix. They wanted to sit these guys for a full year or, extended time. And sometimes the victim of circumstance, Kirk Cousins getting hurt or sucking, you have to put them in there a little earlier. So I think the plan is redshirt him for as long as you can. Let him get his feet wet. Throw him in there in a blowout, maybe. Get him a couple snaps, and then unfortunately, if their job's on the line come December though, and if you only got like 4 or 5 wins, you have to throw them out there and bait them with something positive, right? You want to come back? This is your one chance. So that's how I see it playing out. Hopefully, we're at a point though where we have like 7 wins. And we don't have to rush it, right? That's the hope.
Yep. So, Ran, how many wins will it take for you to believe in this team as far as this season?
I don't even think that's a win thing. We got a tough schedule. Because even when what was that 10-win team? I think we won 10 games. I didn't with Daniel
6-1 or whatever.
And we beat Minnesota. It was I forgot our record. I knew that team wasn't good. You know,
worst thing that's gonna happen to us.
Right. So it's like sometimes wins and losses don't really equal out to a quality team, like a quality team. So what I'm looking for is the effort on the field. The defense should be drastically better. I'm definitely looking for better defensive play, right? Also, I love the ball, man.
Yeah,
I love day ball, man. Like I don't care, man. Like
I'm with you.
I know what that cat is, man. I don't know. I see it, right? So it'll be if we gotta let him go. I don't agree with that. I don't care how many.
I agree.
I'll give him another year, man. I'll give Day Ball another year, man.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I'm like, even if they stink, and I said this a long time ago. I said, Giants fans, you know, if it's 3-4, 4 wins the most, you still got to keep Dayball because I think listen, and a lot of people will go, man, he's just not doing a good job. And again, if we're looking at Dayball where he's making inconsistent decisions, where he's not calling timeout or he's not putting in a freaking field goal kicker for something crazy, you know what I mean? When it's something of that nature where he's making just inconsistent calls, then yeah, obviously you got to be like, okay, this is above his pay grade. He's out of the water in this one. But if he's showing promise, the team is fighting and etc. Take those 4 wins and swallow it, knowing that you have a future franchise quarterback in here that's going to come in and hopefully rip it for you guys. And if not, you still got Jameis Winston as that crutch or that stopgap that we're looking for. Now, again, you don't want to go to Jameis Winston because you want to go to your quarterback that you drafted, but you still have all of that. So if it's 4 wins, I'm cool as long as we see promise. Stay the course. Stay the course, man. And let these guys.
What about Shane?
He's untouchable right now. I think he's untouchable.
It seems like he's got more security than Dable, unfortunately, man. It sucks to hear that, but like, listen, you got 2 good draft classes down in a row. You got a good free agency. Let's see what you can do, man. Here's the thing: you can't win 4 wins. You can't win 4 wins. They have to win 6+ in my mind.
They have to.
That's the bar, like at the minimum bar. And
what if they look really good? What if they look really good in these games, though?
And then they just lose like close ones?
Yeah, what if it's like one of those seasons, man? Because that's what I'm saying. Wins and losses is like,
I know.
Well, if they're just playing hard the whole year and you see it and they just need a couple of them, you see it. You know, what if it's like that?
I think Mara's for lack of I think he's a little bit of a bitch. I think if he sees like he's like, oh no, we've only got 5 wins. I have to fire you now. Like because he feels the pressure from the fans a little bit.
He's part of the reason, though. I'm trying to tell you, man. This dude, he made them. He caused that Daniel Jones shit.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
he is the reason why Dayball and Shane are still there because I believe that he gave them a free year. Like, all right, well, that was on me.
Yes,
that was on me. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one more shot. That was on me. Like totally, that was not their guy.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more.
And listen,
that was not their guy.
And
Mara forced.
Yes,
for sure.
And we hear about because like Dart is Dable's kind of guy. That's why he drafted him. Yeah, like he could yell at him, get into him, and you just saw the frustration with Jones all the time. Like he just never felt that was a Dable guy, right? Even watching as a sidelines. Ransom, you're a vibes guy. Like you could pick it up, right? You could see
absolutely. I seen it. I said he doesn't like this guy. Not like personally. This is not his type of guy. Dayball's a fiery guy. Like he wants to talk football. He wants to be in depth. He wants to. And Jones is sitting there like, it's like, come on, man. Let's go, man.
Wake up, man.
Come on, wake up.
Like, shit.
Listen, Daniel Jones probably look like the type of dude, man, that get yelled at and go to Mr. Merrill. You get what I'm saying? Like he don't want that. Like Jackson Dart's gonna take the licking and keep on ticking. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a tough dude. He's a tough dude, man. We seen him on that Gruden tape. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead. Speed.
Hefe's out there. He said he's shouting you out, man. He said, "Hey, big fan, but please don't steal my job."
Watch this step.
He's coming for it.
He's coming for it. This might be your last day. We might send a pink slip all the way to Chicago. Just saying.
Watch it.
Love you, brother, man. Safe travel. Hey, I gotta call you tomorrow, brother, man. Be careful on that Newark, man. There's a lot of stuff going over there at Newark Airport. We got lucky. But be careful, man. Safe travels, brother.
All right. So speaking of draft, let's give one more question. You got one more about the draft?
Listen, I just speaking of the draft, kind of a good segue into here. But the biggest news coming out of the draft, obviously, wasn't everybody that was drafted, but it was Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur Sanders, man. And a lot of people are having an idea of what could have happened or what did or what didn't. We got a little bit behind the scenes. We'll talk about it because it's already public. But give me your thoughts, man, of why Shedeur Sanders fell. Is it collusion? Is it race? Is it Deion? All of the above. But give me your thoughts on it.
And none of that shit. Like the NFL has a history of not giving a fuck who the hell they like. Come on, like we've had Ray Rice. I could name. I could go through the list of guys that second chance, third chance, first chance. Like they they just want to win. So if this guy if you know what I'm saying, like they don't care about that. Like okay, you could be flashy, man. You could talk all that. Deion was that. So if you want, you just got to be able to. You got a big time arm. You could talk your shit. Right? Look at Jamarcus Russell was a big lean. He was sipping lean and got drafted. He was. Come on now.
It's facts though. It's facts. Yeah.
What are we talking about? This dude, he could barely speak English.
Yeah.
He could barely speak. He could barely talk to you. Right? He was in a stupor the whole time. But he was drafted first. Yeah. He was drafted first. They don't care, man. If you got a big time arm, if you got big time legs, they don't care, man. So all that shit is just bullshit. People just want to complain and complain. And I said it before. This is the NFL. They're the owners. They get to do what they want with their teams, and there's no complaining, right? And we're complaining about a kid that's this kid. It's not that I don't feel bad for him. But I can't feel bad for him because he's still going to be in the NFL.
Yeah, he'll be right.
If he didn't play it down in the NFL, he'll be okay. This is Deion Sanders' son. Look, man, I'm fighting. I'm fighting day to day, man. I can't feel sorry for another young rich kid, man. He'll be all right.
He'll be high. He gonna fall on a stack of money.
Deion to make he in there with the money phone and the big. He'll be okay, guys. Let's stop crying over Deion's son, man. He's gonna be fine.
I totally agree. And listen, man, and I want to get a little bit on my soapbox a little bit, guys. Of course, this is a moment here. Forgive me. Just give me a little time here. But the one thing I hate is that I hear people saying, and I got called out on it on my social media. Shedeur Sanders' situation was a race thing. It's hard for me to believe that, guys. It's really, really hard for me to believe that because, again, some guy – I don't break the news, but I'll take the information and I'll hold on to it as best as I can and share it with my brothers and say this doesn't get out, okay? So you're talking to somebody that gets behind-the-scene access, right? Now that it's out, I'll talk about it. Shedeur Sanders didn't interview well. When he came to see the Giants, that rumor or whatever it is true. Pat Leonard came on the show, and he also said it was true. He didn't interview well. Brian Daboll, when he interviews quarterbacks, you guys seen Hard Knocks. You've seen the way he puts the quarterbacks through ringers. Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Tell me about this play. If the safety comes down, what do you look at? Where's your hot? Where's your this? They gave Shedeur Sanders an install with some mistakes in there.
Yep.
And the guy couldn't identify any of the mistakes. And he felt like he was too good to be tricked that way. And he was upset at the Giants for that setup right there alone.
He was pissed.
That's not a winner. Yeah. It's not race. The kid it didn't work out. The interview didn't go well. If you go to a job interview and it didn't work out for you, that you beat. You're going to fall in the draft. And the rest of the league spoke. It wasn't collusion. It wasn't race. It was nothing of that nature. So I hate when people, especially our people, weaponize race, because when racism actually happens, we can't cry about it because the boy that cried wolf for the last one, and people be like, well, I don't believe that. I don't know. It's the boy that cried. I don't believe him. So when something actually happens that is racist, nobody's going to believe us. Stop weaponizing it. Please, for the love of God. I can't stress that enough. Not everything is attached to race, people. Get over it. The kid, like Ransom said, the kid will be okay whether he plays it down or not. I'm not crying over no rich kid not making it the first round in the NFL. Do I think he was a good quarterback coming out? Absolutely. In this draft class, he was the number 2 quarterback next to Cam Ward, in my opinion. But the league spoke. They're professionals. They know better than me. The league spoke. It's not race. It's not collusion. It's not even Dion. Kid is lazy. Respectfully. That's it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
Forgive me. I had to get on that. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, you're right. And to put a perfect bow on it, it's everything you guys just said. It was a perfect storm of everything you guys just said. The Giants end up taking their guy, and then Cleveland, it was a shit show. Pittsburgh passed on him. A team that needed a quarterback that has a black head coach and is notoriously not a racist organization. They passed on him 4 times. Raiders,
made the Rooney
Tom
Rule.
Brady's his godfather, right, or something like that. They're that close. They passed on him several times. It wasn't about anything else other than he got misinformed by the people around him that he thought he was going to be a top 3 pick, and he acted like it. And you, like you said, Rand, you better have a rocket arm or be freaky athletic. If you're going to pull that shit, you better be a star. And he's not a star. He's just not a star yet. Maybe he becomes one. Maybe this humbles him. Maybe he works harder, and this is great for him. I don't know. But coming out of college, he's not a star, and you can't act like a star. It's going to rub people the wrong way, and that's what happened.
And Speed, what did I do when I texted you right then and there when he was having his pro day? What did I tell you? I was like, this doesn't look good. Like maybe my eyes are bugging from film that I watch, but just doesn't look good. He's looked like he's just doing layups. It wasn't a huge display like Cam Ward. I was like, yo, Cam. Remember Speed? I was like, yo, Cam Ward, you right, Speed. That's the number one.
I told you, this shit was popping off.
Down. He was flicking the wrist and that ball was going. I'm looking at Shedeur. I'm like,
that ball wasn't coming. That ball wasn't coming out. It was coming out of that arm.
Not even close, Rand.
Nah, you could tell.
You seen it?
Yeah, you could tell, man.
I don't know if he was holding back or that's just his game. And I'm like, dude, this might be his game. Maybe he's just the type of, a pocket passer that he's just gonna sit there and dump it off to certain reads. It wasn't a pro style offense he was in. It wasn't.
Right. We'll see what he's made of. That's for sure. Like,
I like to see it.
I'm a great proponent of things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So this is what this is just on his plate, man. And let's see what he does with the food on his plate.
Agreed.
Finish your food, youngin.
Finish your food, youngin. So really quick, man, of course, man, the Knicks are red hot. The Knicks are red hot. The Knicks are red hot. I cannot say this enough. And oh my gosh, I want to tell you right now, Rand, I am more sick and over the Knicks way before the Giants. Like I go, I'm done with the Knicks. That's how long I've been a fan. Well, I just go, I'm done with them. Yeah. And I tolerate the Giants more. The Giants upset me too. But I have to tell you, the Knicks warm my heart.
That's because you see some ships. You see some ships as a Giants fan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
As a Knicks fan.
That's exactly what it is. As a Knicks, it's been a long drought over here in New York Knicks, man. A long drought. You know what I mean? But they're red hot, man. I can't believe it. They actually beat the Celtics. They up 1-0. They got some more. I'm not getting overhyped. I'm not.
Don't get
just
over
not.
it.
But man, what do you think of the Knicks, man? Right now, brother. They're talking about Jalen Brunson is the greatest Knick ever. Shout out to Jay Williams, friend of the show. Said he is the best Knick ever. I'm going to go around the room, man. I'm going to start with Mr. Glass half full on this one. Then we're going to get Rand's opinion and go from there. Is Jalen Brunson the greatest Knick ever, brother?
I think he's rapidly rising up the charts. I put him ahead of Melo. I think I put him ahead of maybe like the Bernard King, because I think he's such a good closer. I think he's getting up there. If you beat Boston, that's going to go a long way. That's going to go a long way to get you up there. But for me, personally, Ewing is still he holds a special place in my heart. He got him to the finals. I know they didn't close the deal, but that's one of the top 50 greatest players of all time. And Jalen Brunson isn't it. He's not that yet. So you can't put him over Ewing in my book. That's for me.
Nope. Just with Speeds. Nope. He is not even close to Ewing yet. He would do great for himself to close that gap if they get past Boston. Of course, I agree. He is maybe past Melo. Maybe.
It's close.
Maybe.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That might be close. That's razor thin.
Right. I just think because like Melo was a great scorer, but he never got them over he fully got them over the hump yet. Yeah. And maybe Brunson doesn't, and then they're still like right at the same level, but Brunson gets this series.
Yeah. That's why I lean towards Brunson a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
He galvanizes the troops a little better than Melo did. But I agree with that. He's not close to Ewing. Not yet.
No. Listen, you said you put him like the Bernard King in that category.
I like Bernard King, man.
Bruh, I'm saying I don't know if you just brushed over the top, like, yeah, he's better than Bernard. Nah, Speed, I disagree with that, brother. I think he still has some more to go. Right. He has some more to go before we mention him in that conversation. Just a little bit. I don't want to say he's
all-time performances on, dude. This is like the people that we're comparing him to for this playoff stuff is like MJs and the Kobe's and like these are big names, man.
I get it. And it looks electric. It looks exciting, and I'm happy he's doing it. You get what I'm saying? But it's just I can't use the word rapidly just yet. He still has some more to go. You still got to beat the Bostons of the world. You still got to beat the teams that are teams. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Boston, they squeaked out almost. But listen, a shout out to the Giant Insider. We saw it yesterday. We was like, the Biz was like, they barely got by. I said Knicks in 6. Let's make.
We were talking some shit.
They silenced us completely.
They were down 20 at one point.
Yeah, and listen, but I'll tell you this though, he has to beat these type of teams that go next to the Kings and to go next to the Ewings. And then I don't even think he passed Melo. It's razor thin, like Rand said. I think he's gaining. He's gaining.
Doesn't matter.
Not better. Not right now.
Doesn't matter that he's a little guy because Ewing was a big. Bernard was a small forward. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because Melo was a small forward. For a little guy, these performances makes the performance even bigger. If you want to think about it like that.
You're right. I think it's a gift and a curse for him because it's like he doesn't get respected enough because he's not 6'6", plus. Right. And they're like, it's like little Brunson. He's not. But then at the end of the game, he's got that killer dog mentality, man. There's nobody better than him right now. Yeah. So like best closer in the game right now, man. So.
Yeah, height or not, plays bigger than his height. He definitely plays bigger. You know, and we have to consider the fact. And Rand, that was a damn good point. We have to consider the fact that he is a smaller guy, but he's playing huge, right? Right. So that should earn him a couple notches. Don't get me wrong. And I think that's why we're comparing him to the Ewings and to the Melo. That's good conversation to have around him. But to place him and hop him along other ones like the Ewings and the Bernard Kings, not there yet. But he's in the conversation of, let's say, Mount Rushmore. You get what I'm saying? He's in the Mount Rushmore conversation, but he's just not the guy like as a Ewing. You say Knicks is Ewing. He's not there yet, but he's in the Mount Rushmore for sure, too. Definitely hands down.
Yeah, he's there.
Couple of super chats here. Bartlett, again, come back for more. We love you, Bartlett.
Yeah, we love
Celtics. They took 60 3-pointers. 60. It's an NBA playoff record. They missed more attempts. They had more misses than Knicks had attempted. And Brunson's an all-time dog. We agree. I think that's going to change. The Celtics, Tatum himself said, "Hey, we shot way too many threes. We got to start getting
game though. That's their game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
no, that's the crux of the situation, right? Like, do you go away from what brought you here with 3-pointers because you had one bad game,
right?
Or do you just say, "Hey, let's keep going. Shooters got to shoot." But
that's the Knicks game. If they kill their 3-pointers and they try to attack the paint and go, that's the Knicks game right there.
Well,
because they got to fight to get in there.
Shout out to Thibs for coming up with a good game plan. Yeah. He said, "Hey, you want to keep shooting threes? Keep shooting threes. Take them. You're missing them." And the defense worked, man. They transform and they're communicating better. You could see, and we've been talking about this all the time. Yeah. They needed to gel, right? And maybe is this the time? Like. Are they gelling? Like, is this now the product we're seeing going forward?
It might be Speed, but I'll even give you this. Bridges stepped up too.
He has to.
We've been on his neck, Rand. Yeah. I've been on his neck. Like, yo, you got to find that extra gear.
He's the key
in the playoffs.
He's like he might be the key right there.
Bridges, I'm telling you, he is.
Bridges might be the key.
And also, Jazz is a key, and he is killing me, bro. Cat is killing me.
Yeah, well, yeah, that here we Cat Cat. But but look, here's the thing about the Celtics though. They could win in so many ways. That's why they're so difficult, right? One game they could chuck up 60 threes. The next game they could go mid-range. They could win with defense. They could win They could win with their stars. They could win with their role players. They could win with their bench. Like they have so many weapons. So it's going to be tough. So if the Knicks get past Boston, that's a big feat, man. Because Boston is supposed to, they're supposed to be in the finals, right? So if the Knicks get past that, we could. That's big time. That's big time, man. That's big time. We'll see this next season.
C says we're smoking dope. Respectfully, he said Brunson ain't over Melo. He's past John Starks. He said you put it. Wow, wow. Tell us how you really. First of all, let's.
I respect that, Cease.
Out there.
I mean, I
get also a 76ers fan. So let's see. Let's
you gotta take it with the grain of salt. You gotta take it with the grain of salt. But no, he's right though. I ain't gonna lie. He's right so far. Shout out.
What is he right about? Hold on.
Yeah, he said you can't put Brunson over Melo. I'm guessing you agree with that, E?
Yeah, I agree with that part. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's not in the John Starks conversation, right?
It's razor thin. No, he's not.
No. Calm down, sis. We get you. I understand. One last one here. Bridges played. Yeah, Bridges was a dog, man. He listen, and he didn't play well, right? For 4/5 of the game, he didn't play well. But man, talk about needing it when getting it done when you need it the most. Hit that clutch three, played great defense all game, and then the turnover 10 the game, man. Like, step up when we need you the most. If you're not going to be a dog and do it the whole game, just do your job, and he did it, and that's all we can ask for, man.
Yeah, man. Great perimeter defense by Bridges. If he steps up, if he steps up and he plays the way he could play, I don't know, man. And I don't see the Knicks are going to be a tough out. The Knicks are going to be a tough out if Bridges steps all the way up. I like the Cavs.
He might be the key. Yeah. He might be the key.
If he does, that 5 picks are worth it, right? Like what they gave up from is worth it if he steps up when it matters most.
Yeah, if he steps up, for sure.
I mean, we got to see consistency now. You get what I'm saying? Like we know he can beat down, but this is a very important game. This is a very important series. So we need to see consistency coming from Mikal at this point.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So if he can show that type of level again, but this time, starting a little bit faster at it, then you're right, Rand. The Knicks is going to be a tough out. The Knicks is definitely going to be a tough out. I agree. I agree there. But guys, of course, man, we got to keep moving along because we got a mega fight coming up very soon here, Rand. And I know you a boxing guy, man. We got Canelo versus Crawford. Mega fight coming in September 12th, man. I'm definitely watching that. I don't know where you're going to be at, Rand. You better come to Jersey for that. You better come to Jersey. You better fly all the way to Jersey. We're going to go to a bar. We're going to watch this, brother, okay? Yeah. So tell me, man, who you got winning? What's going on, man?
Well, I'm a big Bud guy, man. I love Canelo. Always been a Canelo fan, though. But of late, he's been lackluster of late. But I'm a big
sock, bro.
Ridiculous. I mean, they want to keep they want to keep that guy safe, though. He got got to keep the bag safe, man. Everybody's talking about Skull running around the ring like he wasn't there to put a scar on Canelo. Let's get.
You're right.
Right.
Yep. You got to keep the bag. Protect the goddamn bag.
That's a layup.
That's a layup. He was there to give the belts. He was there to give the belts to Canelo so we could set up this mega fight, right? And in this mega fight, I got Crawford edging Canelo in this fight. If he does what he needs to do, and I know he will. He's
any knockouts or the distance, you think?
I think he can hurt Canelo. I think Canelo does a good job of. I think Bivol could have stopped. Let's say stopped. Knockout and a stoppage is two different things. Canelo has a good chin. I think Bivol could have stopped him. He just that's not the type of fighter he is. So he took his foot off the gas. Terrence Crawford is a bulldog, a pit bull.
Yes, he is.
If he hurts you, he's going to try to stop you, right? He's not going to take his foot off the gas. So he's deceptively stronger than what people really think he is. He's a wrestler at heart. All right, so this guy is a real strong dude. He's bigger than what you think. People are surprised. They think he's a smaller guy. They think he can't crack. They think Canelo's gonna hurt him. We'll have to see, man. But I got Bud squeaking that out.
I don't know, man. Like, what are your thoughts on like Canelo? Is he beefed up a little too much? Like,
I just want to say, Fabio got 3K on Canelo.
I know. I see that. Oh, that's a bold move.
That's a bold move.
It just, I don't know.
It doesn't real quick before you answer that question, and he asked Rand that. Rand, are you taking that bet? Not to say you personally take the bet, but I'm saying, are you taking that bet where he's like, I'm taking Canelo 3? Are you taking his 3K away from him, Rand?
Yeah,
I do
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, yeah, I'm taking that. Like, I already know, Bud. I watch boxing, man. Like, if first of all, if Bud's taking a fight, he sees something that we didn't see. Well, I see it. I see it, and if I see it, I know Bud sees it, right? So Canelo's a little like you said, Speed. He's beefed up. He's a little slow-footed of late. As you can see in the Skull fight, he had trouble catching up to Skull. And Skull's he's not a world beater here, man. He's a ballerina. He's a ballerina, and he got away for 12 rounds. He danced around. If you can't dance around a killer, man. You can't dance around a killer for so long. So Canelo's a little bit slower of foot, and he has problems with length, and he has problems with work rate. Right. So if you got that length, which Crawford does have, he has the arm length, the reach advantage, and a work rate. So Canelo gasses out. Because of, like you said, Speed might be a little bit too stocky, so he gasses out quick. The advantages go to Crawford. He has a lot more advantages than people think.
Would you say that this fight happened about a couple years too late, or are you still pumped for it?
For Canelo, yeah. I think if this fight happens earlier, I wouldn't even take it if I was Bud. I would stay away from. I would stay away from that version of Canelo. But this version of Canelo, yeah, for sure.
He got him.
For sure. Yeah.
Totally agree. I like that there, man. Speed. We got anything else, man, before we, of course, get up out of here, man, for Rand and everybody in the chat?
Get him to sleep, man. Listen, we could go all night. Don't trust me. Trust me. We can go all night. But, we for the sake of, we got to let our special guests get some rest, man. Come on. He just had he just had a graduation, man.
I'm fresh off the plane. Look, I'm fresh off the plane, man. I I just landed a couple hours ago. So,
I like that. Where you at right now? Yeah. Hold on. So, what do you have anything that you're working on, or are you just chilling right now?
Yeah.
Give us a little promo. What you working on?
So, like right now, I got I'm working on 4, maybe 5 albums right now. As we speak.
5.
Let's go.
Just saying.
And look, I got 3 done, and I want to mention this one, but it's with a big time producer, and I can't really say anything because he wants me to keep it under wraps. But it's a big one, probably the biggest. So that's already done. And then it's up there, all time great. And then me and Lloyd Banks, we are cooking. We are cooking.
I love that.
When I close this out, I'm going to write for this Lloyd Banks album that we're curating at the moment, right? And then I got Then I got
Banks in a while, man.
Yeah, then I got Conductor Williams, and I got a whole bunch of things on the table.
You're working, man. Let's go.
Let me ask you this, Rand, and of course I tell you I'll keep it going, but your dream collab right now in the present day, where you want to pick up a phone and call this one person and say, "Yo, give me a verse." Who would it be?
Nas.
And a yes, yeah, and a yes,
straight up.
Yep.
Guys, I need you to do me a favor for Rand. We're gonna @ Nas, right?
Let's do this.
And we need to make this happen for Rand, because Nas and Rand on the track, I think, will be ridiculous.
God, please.
And Rand,
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because Rand said this to me years ago, guys, behind the scenes. I was like, Rand, a dream come true if I do a track with it. He said, I'm gonna kill you on there. I was like, you're right. I should. I'll suck you right. I would just bow out right now. You're right. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm a little too big for my britches there. You're right. You're right. Yo, he didn't say it. I was like, damn, so you're right, man. Thank you for making me feel less than right now.
Man, I'm gonna always be honest with my people.
That's respect.
Of course.
Yeah. So what we need to do is we have to get the Jet fan in Meth on the show. Yeah. We gotta get a Giant fan like you, man, and you guys gotta go at it for a little bit. And I would love to see that.
Meth, he ducking. Stop ducking.
Yeah, we don't do that Jets. We don't do that Jet shit over here.
No.
Yeah. That's facts, though. That's fact. You know, he was like, dude, when you guys are New York Revival, when you gonna talk about the Jets? I'm like, you're right, Meth. I'll do it for you. But stop ducking, man. Come do the pod, bro. Stop ducking, Meth.
Stop ducking, Takal.
Stop ducking, man. Let's do this, man. But of course, man, shout out to the people who are watching. 474 people here live with us with Brother Ransom. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys came on strong. We do appreciate you, guys. Bartlett, gonna email you, man. We're gonna get you on the show, of course, man, and do this, man, and finally put this to rest, man. Get the Revivalist of the Month on here, man. Sorry, it's been a very, very busy couple months, man. So thank you so much for being with us. But we're working, man. We got Rand. We got everybody here. Rand's coming back, too. And, guys, if you don't know, now you know. When we went to the playoffs, we did If the Giants Could Win. And Ransom did this track, rooting the Giants and etc. You guys don't know the history. You guys don't know.
We're going to put that out. Yes.
We got to bring that back.
If we got to do something like that this year, I will create something new for our Giants.
I like this.
I'm going to let you guys come up with whether it's a win total or whatever it needs to be.
We'll come up with the premises.
You come up with the premise. Yeah. I'll come up with the track. Let's get it.
Say no more. And this is what I like too, because Rand's gonna deliver, and he's gonna deliver very well, by the way. People just letting you know. But man,
how about this though? And if we just totally blow and suck, I gotta do a diss track.
I like this. Hold on. You guys heard it here first. If the Giants suck completely, he'll do a diss track dissing the Giants.
Watch your ass. Shane, watch your ass.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Better watch your ass.
It's gonna be good. This has nothing on me. I'm telling you right now how I do this is nothing compared to what Ransom's gonna do here. I'm not a rapper. This guy's
tear these motherfuckers. I'm gonna tear the ball, Shade, Morrow, all these motherfuckers.
Let's go with it.
Sexy Dexy, all of y'all can get it.
Nobody's safe.
I like this. Brand, if you can, please tell the people where they can find your brother and what latest project you got going on or have out, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't find me anywhere. But nah, you know I'm on Instagram, The Real Ransom, on X. I don't even know what my handle is on X. Just go on X, you'll see me talking shit from time to time.
I love
got you.
I'm working on multiple albums. You'll see them. You'll feel the impact when they come out.
Oh man, I
That's
can't
what
wait.
I like to hear, man. But
let's go.
Of course, man. By the way, on Twitter, God is Ransom PLS, guys. Ransom PLS, man. Go follow him, man. Huge Giants fan. I got you, brother. I got you, man. I got you. Come on. But huge Giants fan, guys. But of course, one of the best artists, man. That my favorite. I'm telling you, my favorite, man. So great music, man. If you guys like quality over quantity, well, actually, he got quality and quantity together. I don't know how that happened, by the way, but he does. So if you guys like that quality and quantity, that fine wine measured in time, go to Brother Rand, please, man. Brother Ransom, man, is all over iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff, man. But of course, man. Oh man, hold on. Before we get out of here, he just came in. Holy shoot! Just came in. Speed.
Oh,
how to do it, Speed?
Sorry. This is our boy. Tuto's our boy. If I'm Italy, he's always watching at 3 a.m. in the morning over there. Our respects to NYR official NYG Media Podcast. Eli, Speed, greetings from our entire national rugby team prepping for a war in Johannesburg, July 4th. This guy, he takes people out. He takes people out. You know, they're rugby players. They're crazy. So he's the best, Tuto. We love you, man.
Big dude, man. Big dude.
Tuto. Yeah, do your thing.
Shout out Chris Peace. I just saw what you just added us on X, by the way. Shout out to you, Chris, man. That's hilarious. You're gonna see it in a second. But of course, guys, it's your boy Eli Rex, aka Vibes, and on behalf of my brothers, you guys know who they are. And one of them is Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's
Speed the genius.
Let's go.
I like that a lot. And of course, the living legend, the
Oh,
GOAT, Brother Ransom himself, man, was in the building, special guest co-host. And guys, we see you on the next one. Peace and
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
let's
go.
Live with the Wolf High Bros.
go. Let's go.